the bird. This is the frog.
Howdy.
And here we are in the bird shop. We are working again a bit on the Super Sub. We also got a couple other projects we thought we'd share with you today. We have introduced earlier, we showed you a 47 Pontiac.
We're going to drag that in, see if we can fire it up. And one other thing we're going to do is last episode, we introduced or talked about the Hot Rod Lincoln, the pump for up to the canyon. And today we're going to go take a look at it.
Here we go.
Bird business.
Yeah, all the time. We're trying this drive shaft to see if it'll fit in there. But it's froze up, I greased it. I fear if I put some heat to it, we give that a little bit of love tapping, I think it might move. Oh. We're going to find out. See if we may make that rust let loose. I don't know. I've already tried to get it apart, and it wasn't moving, so. You can yank on it a little bit and see if you want to. Hey, look at there.
Is this,
see that?
This is the gentle persuasion? Nope,
That's
nope,
what it would not move before. Good. Yeah. Because it's got a blind one. There you go. Hey, there we go.
Nice.
Okay. What we were doing is we were trying to see if we can make this drive shaft free up, because I'm looking at options for the Super Sub to see what we could use for a front drive shaft for it. So that's what we're working on.
Well, Bert, it's about time we're back on the Cowcatcher.
Cowcatcher?
Yeah. It's about time.
Super Sub.
Nah, Austin?
Yes?
Super Sub?
Well, it could be a cow catching Super Sub.
No.
Oh.
Austin's been calling it the Super Bus.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. That's okay.
Bird calls it the Super Sub. I'm sorry, I can't support him on either of those.
Gone back and forth on the exhaust, what to do. And I decided, you know what? We'll go ahead and make it loud. We're going to do it. So we're going to put big pipes on it, put a Flowmaster muffler on it. You know, it's a big, bad Suburban. Might as well make it sound like it.
Got a special delivery, old bird?
More parts.
You forgot your Terminators.
My Terminators is right.
Yeah, the other one. Oh, look at the Sarah.
Yep. So. We're just looking. All we're doing is seeing what we can use here. Remember, we just go out to our pile of parts and we just start fitting until something works. And I know you're waiting for the day when we bring this to life. Believe it or not, it's coming.
Bert and I picked up this Pontiac. I don't know, what's it been, Austin? 10 years ago? Something like that?
At least.
I think you're the one that found it, right?
I did.
Yeah. Austin found it, and he was right. He knew I'd be interested. So we went over into Phoenix, loaded it up, and brought it here to the birdhouse, and here it sits 10 years later or whatever it's been. But today's the day. We're going to see if we can fire it up. Our experience up there at Cedar Ranch, starting that 47 Chevy, it motivated us to get going on this Pontiac.
Lube these up and get these things off. And it's way too much, but it's better than not enough.
There's Bert out in his boneyard looking for parts.
What we're going to do is we're using a Duramax exhaust. We'll see if it works. Think it's big enough?
I think it should be substantial enough.
That's right.
What do you think, Austin?
Looks like it'll work.
It's pretty close.
I'm just looking to see if it'll do what I want it to do. And it kind of looks like it has potential, put it that way. I may end up just taking this section out anyway and put the muffler right here and move there. I'll look at it. See. The exhaust was a little tight back here, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to heat it and see if we can move that down so it'll lower it just a little bit. We got plenty of room now.
Good.
We're not dealing with anything tight.
Yeah, the pipe was interfering right here with this hanger.
We'll heat that right here. Let's see if Austin can bend that a little bit. All right, see what you can do with that. We'll try it there.
So, Bird,
yes.
I got a comment on your Terminator sunshades.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Hey, they work for this, don't they?
Bird's over working on the Cowcatcher Super Sub, and Stoneman and I came over to the 47. We'd already squirted the penetrating oil on the lug nuts, loosened them up, and Austin has been putting some wind in the tires. I don't know if this one's going to come alive or not. We're going to try it out. That's looking pretty flat.
It's not doing anything.
Okay, so that's a dead one.
Yep.
All right. Well, I can't complain. We got 2 live ones on the back, and that makes us happy. It's 2 less that we have to mess with. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop these 2 tires off, throw them in the back of the truck, haul them down to the tire shop, and see if we can get some new rubber put on them. This old car's been sitting way too long. Time to bring it alive.
It's working. That one on there pretty good.
It felt different. And true, these are left-hand threads.
I've heard that kind of thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a lot of years.
So I will come down to it, but I'm gonna stop there. Okay.
Okay, that's a dead tire. So this old Pontiac has left-handed threads on the left side of the car and right-handed threads on the right-hand side of the car. I'm not sure what they were accomplishing by that, but that's the way it is. Okay. All right, back here, let's haul these things over. Here we go.
Okay. Let's get on.
We're ready. You know, it's important to find the pleasures in your daily work. So, Mom always said you take your fun with you, and here's us having fun. We're gonna check on the bird. He's supposed to be working on the exhaust on the Super Sub. Well, did you make any progress while we were away?
Were you away?
We were gone.
I didn't even notice.
It's because we worked so fast.
Oh, that's
Here we are back. Okay, we got 2 dead ones, and we have 2 that look like they'll survive at least for now.
Okay.
Hey, hello.
Howdy. Is this a mobile tire repair?
It must be. It works, doesn't it?
Looks like it.
You have to pick which one you want. Left side, right, left.
You got left-hand threads and you got right-hand threads, and you gotta decide which one it is. Well, Bert, will this little pony pull that Pontiac?
We're gonna find out. Put it that way. I think so.
All right, we'll give it a try.
We'll get a go here. So.
Stone Man, are you the operator?
That's what I'm told.
All right.
I think I was voluntold.
Voluntold.
But I don't think it has any stoppers. So you might want to make sure that if you need to, you just drop it in gear.
So it's Flintstone style?
Flintstone stoppers. There you
Okay.
go.
I love it. Austin's looking good in that thing, lowrider style. Well, that tire's no good. Let's double it up. Come on back. Okay, well, that's a nice hook on the spot there. Ready.
Yeah, tire didn't last very long.
Nope.
It's all right. We'll get another one. Hey, but it's in the shop.
So Bert had this tire out back laying in the pile, and we took a chance, and obviously we lost. But this one's working. How was it, Austin?
Oh, just wonderful. Thank you. That's what I needed.
Didn't realize, sorry.
It's okay. Why, thank you.
Should we see what we got?
Let's open the bonnet, take a look.
Take a peek what this thing has. Man, this is.
Woohoo!
Here, pull forward. No.
There. That thing. We got to hold it up. Oh, that's the answer. The rats have moved in.
But dirty
look at
rats,
this
they move
thing.
in everywhere, don't they?
Straight 8 engine, flathead. Bird, do you think we can get this thing to start?
I think we can get it started. I really do. So.
Well, first step, dismiss the rats.
Yeah, we don't want them around anymore. It does have oil in it, and it's actually not bad, but we're going to put some fresher stuff in it here. I'll probably go ahead and take a minute and pull the spark plugs, oil the cylinders a little bit. We'll turn it over.
I bet those things sound great. I was thinking about blowing on it with the hose like we did the engine compartment, but no, I think we better start with a shovel first.
Yeah, we can give it a shot and see what happens.
Okay, go for it.
At least off the seat and then go from there.
Okay. Did pretty good. That might be a hood spring right there. Put some fresh oil in there, old bird.
Yep. There we go. For this day and time, this was really something. Really something. Included even a sway bar. Pretty cool.
1947. This thing was ahead of its time.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
You know, we've said it before, but vehicles really have not changed in the last 80 years.
No.
And I don't know that they've even actually improved, because they had some wicked engines in the 30s, you know?
I don't think they've improved much, that's for sure.
They've gone electronics,
Well,
but other than that, the cars are not
what
better.
do you reckon this straight 8 did for fuel economy, huh?
I have no idea.
Hey, by the way, I like your jack stands.
It's great.
Yeah.
So these jack stands, they come off the rear end of a vintage about the same as this here car.
Yep.
So you can see it's the two sides. See that? Differential.
Nice and clean. It looks good. Huh?
Right on the full mark.
Yep. You know what? That looks pretty good, huh?
Let's see.
No moisture, no nothing. We're going to put some of this top engine cleaner in the cylinders. What it does is it'll loosen up the pistons and the rings and get some of the carbon off of it. Let it soak for a little bit, and then we're going to see what we can do to turn it over. Wow. We'll put it a couple at a time here. We'll plug wires are crusty.
So's the bird, so that works.
Bird is the word.
Yeah.
6-volt system again, but we've got a 12-volt battery, and right now we're not getting into the ignition. We're just going to see if we can make the starter bump it over.
So basically the same as that 47 Chevy, where we went from the 6-volt system to the 12-volt battery, and we put in the step down so that we could use the 12-volt battery. The starter doesn't mind. It's happy with the 12-volt battery, but everything else in the system has to stay 6-volt. And we don't have a 6-volt battery, and we don't really want one. 6-volt batteries, they have a hard time turning over with. It's just such a better answer to go 12-volt. They turn over faster, and it works better. So we have a step down, same as we did on the Chevy. Once we feel like it's had enough lube going across the engine and all the cylinders, then we'll hit the juice to it and try to start it. That's the idea.
In theory. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Sounds great. It's what we're going to do.
And there is a little trick.
Hey,
there.
and don't forget, we owe one of those to the 9N tractor back at Cedar Ranch.
Well, I will tell you, when I got this one, I ordered more.
We're not ready to try starting it yet. We just want to bump the engine and make sure everything's working.
I like to hear that.
Boy, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Jared, it's good to see you.
Thank you. I'm not in my good attire. I'm in my junkies, but hey,
Well,
it's worth it.
if you're signing up for some shop duties, your junkies are what you need to be wearing.
Goes right there, holds it right there. I got to put a bead right there to hold that.
Look at that sunset over there.
Isn't that cool?
That looks like a
Yeah, look at that.
fire rain right there. That is beautiful.
So this is the step down from 12 volts down to probably 8 volts off that, but 6 or 8 volts, somewhere in there.
Close.
Ho, ho, ho!
I think it wants to run.
The first time with a little bit of brake cleaner, bam, it wants to run. Let's get some fuel to it.
That's crazy, huh?
That thing was purring. Just sitting there purring.
Just like that. Let's see if I can put some fuel in it.
Anybody that siphons fuel knows the taste of gas.
Sometimes too much.
It's alive! You want to squirt a little brake cleaner in there?
A little more. Isn't that something though?
Yeah, I've never seen a car run on Mountain Dew.
You like that, huh?
That's a
You
real
know,
I've seen a bird run on Mountain Dew.
Yeah. I figure if it's good for me.
So look here, the fuel line, we've disconnected it here, so it's only running on what we're putting into
Well,
it.
you want me to hook up the fuel pump and see if it pumps?
No, not until we know the line's clean, the
No,
tank's
I know, I'll
clean.
blow it out. No, I'm talking about right there. I'll just put it into a gas can.
Oh yeah.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can make the fuel pump live. You know?
Yeah. So we will bypass the fuel tank and just come off the input of the fuel pump, run a line into a new fresh can of fuel and see if the fuel pump was going to work for us or not. This 47 Pontiac, it's a Pontiac Streamliner. We need to get this thing running. You heard that engine. That's incredible. That thing was just running smooth and just sitting there idling. Yeah, wants to go. So we have hooked the fuel line into a gallon of fuel right here.
We're just gonna see if the fuel pump works. Let's try. Well, remember, it doesn't have any coolant in it, so.
Oh, here we go. Got a fuel.
Yep. But you know what?
All right. There's our answer. We needed to know.
Yep, there we go. Okay. That old fuel pump needs a new one. But...
Get the new water pump on here, a new fuel pump on here. I think we're ready to go for a ride.
Maybe a seat in it?
Well, at least it doesn't have rats in it anymore.
No.
Thanks to Austin.
We got rid of the dirty rats.
Look here.
But you know what's really nice is this thing really doesn't have cancer.
No, it is not a cancer wagon. Doesn't that look good?
Yep.
See? Okay.
And you see this? It does have oil pressure. See it? It's leaking out there where it goes the gauge. See? Isn't that cool?
Okay, well, we've had success.
Yep, we have. We have. So let me show you what else we've been doing. I want you to see that thing actually fits.
That
I
is
got to finish
perfect.
bolting it in, but it's actually going to work. Okay.
That's like it was custom made.
Yep.
That is a perfect
I got to
fit.
get the joint right up there, but it's going to go.
Plenty of movement here yet.
Yep, there's still plenty there. So hey, another success.
Successful day. So we've got the
Yep.
front drive shaft.
Right.
The exhaust, we've got a great
We're
start.
working on that. Oh, well, I'll show you more.
Jared's
on that,
been welding on the hangers.
See, this is the muffler. Watch your head. And it's going to go here. All right. And then the pipes, we'll go ahead and hook them up into there. So this is what we got. So we'll finish this one and we'll keep you up on that one too. You know how noisy this thing's going to be? But that'll be fun.
Well,
won't
I
it?
think Alan will appreciate that.
They'll hear him coming.
Well, the horses will know when he's pulling
Oh.
up to feed them.
Yes, they will know it's him. So there you go. We start off with duals, and we're going into this Flowmaster and the singles, and it continues on with that 4-inch. And I'll show you how the tip turned out. Think that'll work? I think that'd be all right.
Okay, we've got one more surprise today, and that is tires and wheels to go on the back of the Cowcatcher sub.
These are actually the same size tires that's on Chris's truck.
37 looks good. I'd like to have that on my truck.
You have to have a truck first.
I have to have a truck.
There you go, you know. You got to change the wheel pattern up front.
You got to teach it to speak Chevy.
That's what I'm saying. We need some new rubber. These skins are a little down, but that's what we got for now.
Last episode, Cisco and I introduced the pump. We called it the Hot Rod Lincoln.
Hot Rod Lincoln.
That we used at the Canyon for, I don't know how many years, its whole life. I don't know, 50 years or whatever it is.
Yes.
Anyway, the engine finally became in need of an overhaul after a flood came through
It's
it.
been through 3 or 4 floods. And we talk about floods. I mean, when I tore this engine apart, there was probably this much silt in the bottom of the oil pan. It's just been running on that for how long? So this thing was in dire need. But this engine, being a 54 model, was really hard to come up with parts. Machine shop work all done.
Heads are done.
Yep, the heads are done. I just got to put it all back together.
Okay.
We're going to have fun doing this project.
All right, so we talked about it, and here it is. Here's the input back here. It used to be for sprinkler system, and when my dad got it, it was 6-inch.
Yep.
He necked it down to
Necked it
4
down.
inches because the 4 inches is all we needed for our property. And by the way, pulling 6 inches out of the creek was a little too much.
It couldn't keep up with that.
4 inches was a better answer.
These are actually our father's. They were originally enclosed drive shafts, but he ended up making stacks for them. They've actually, different versions of these have been on a few of father's equipment.
Yeah.
So he's always had the stacks back there. So they're kind of fun.